Hey everyone, and welcome to another craft video. For this video we're going to be learning how to make seed paper. So with seed paper you will have received in your package a packet of seeds, and in your package it would be yellow tissue paper and a glue stick. You're also going to want a pair of scissors, and I'll show you why we'll need that later. But first let's start with the tissue paper, seeds, and the glue stick. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to fold open your tissue paper, like so. You're then going to use your glue stick and you're going to cover the whole thing in glue from one end to the other, all the way, and make sure you put lots of glue on there. So take your time with it and try to be, because it is going to take time, or the glue will stick to the paper and make it a little bit scrunchy. Like so. We're going to put lots and lots on there. All the way from one end to the other. Okay, and now that we have it nice and glued, we're going to take the seeds and we're going to only put seeds on half of the paper. So you're going to want to sprinkle it, and if you need help with sprinkling them on, feel free to ask a parent or an older brother and sister to help you with doing that. Make sure to make it nice and even, and any of them fall off the paper, just put them right back on. Alright. And if you need to, feel free to move some of them around so that it's more spread out, if some of them kind of clump together. But we got to be quick with this because we want to make sure that we stick both halves of the tissue paper together while the glue is still sticky. In a sense, we're now making it into one piece of paper. Like so. It won't take long for the glue to dry, but we do want to let the paper dry a little bit just because it'll be easier to do the next part of our craft, which is going to be cutting it into shapes. So the nice thing about the seed paper is that you can use it for gifts. So you could use it for wrapping paper if you have a big enough sheet of tissue paper. You can also use it for gift cards, gift tags. You can write little notes on it once the paper is dry. And when the person who receives the paper, what they can do with it is they can actually take that paper and they can plant it in the ground, and from that the seeds will grow. So it's a little bit late in the season to be letting the seeds grow now, but you can certainly give it to them and they'll be able to plant it next spring. So now that our paper is dry, we're going to cut some shapes. So there are a few things that you can do with this. If you wanted to make them into gift tags, you could just easily cut it off into a rectangular piece like so. You'll have to be careful because sometimes the seeds might get in the way of your scissors. So now you have a gift tag that you could easily write a message on. Say I love you, give some words of encouragement to someone. You could even poke a hole in it. If you have a pencil, you can poke a hole in the corner, like so. And if you have some of the leftover string from one of our other crafts, from when we were doing our own initials, you could take some of that string like this. Put it through the hole. And you can tie it to a gift, or you can hang it. Say if you wanted to put it on a tree or hang it from a door, then you'd be able to do that. There's no limit as to what you can do with your seed paper. Like so. Now you have a gift tag. You could make other shapes with it, so you could try making a circle with it. You can do another square shape if you want. You could also fold it in half, and if you have a pencil nearby, or even a crayon or a marker, it's fine, no matter what writing utensil you have. You can make the shape that you want. You draw it onto the paper. So I'm going to try and draw a heart shape, which is a little bit tricky when the seeds get in the way, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be a perfect shape. You can always change it as you cut. So I have a heart shape here, and I'm going to use my scissors to follow that shape. So make sure that when you're cutting that the folded side is over here and not on the other side of where you're cutting. Otherwise the shape will not turn out the way you think it's going to. And ta-da! We have a heart. Same thing, you could poke a hole in it if you want to make it into a tag, or you can even just give the heart this way as a lovely gift to someone. I'm sure that your mom, your dad, grandparents would appreciate getting a nice seed paper heart that they can then plant and have reminders of you. And the neat thing is, when you cut out the shape, you should have a leftover piece of paper, which is also a heart. And you can do this with other shapes too. You may need to ask an adult or an older brother or sister to help you with making that shape, but it is always fun to try and something new. And so with that, you now have seed paper. So I hope that you have fun with making this, and hopefully you'll be able to watch these seeds grow, and we'll see you next time. Bye.